Las Vegas, the Sharks found out right from the start Thursday that the playoff version of the Vegas Golden Knights are a carbon copy of the regular season team. Fast, opportunistic, relentless. And that was just in the opening 12 minutes of the first period. Get Sharks news in your inbox. Sign up now for the free Sharks Report newsletter. Sharks were overwhelmed by the Golden Knights in Game 1 of their second-round playoff series, falling victim to Vegas' speed and their own mistakes in a 7-0 drubbing for their worst postseason loss in over 2 decades. Game 2 is Saturday at 5 p.m. PT, as the Sharks trail in a series for the first time in the postseason. It's the first adversity we've faced in the playoffs, real adversity, and it's on us to respond now, Sharks coach Pete DeBoer said. You don't get extra points for winning by a touchdown like they did. We have to be better. That's the message they sent, and we've got to respond to that. The carnage started early. The Sharks gave up a Cody Eakin goal 4:31 into the first period and one to Eric Hallett just 26 seconds later as Vegas took a 2-0 lead. Jonathan Marchessault added another even-strength goal at the 6:02 mark of the first, beating goalie Martin Jones low to the glove side just seconds after the Sharks lost control of the puck in the neutral zone. As remarkable as it sounds, the knockout blow in the series opener came with 8:17 left in the first period. Alex Tuch sped into the Sharks' defensive zone past Melker Karlsson and Brendan Dillon and fired a shot that beat Jones high to the glove side for a power play goal. Like our Sharks Facebook page for more San Jose Sharks news, commentary and conversation. Jones had allowed 4 goals in 4 games to the Anaheim Ducks in the first round, and it took less than half a period for that total to be matched by the Golden Knights. No, the Sharks aren't in Orange County anymore. They made some plays, they executed, they scored some goals. Probably too many turnovers, Jones said. But sometimes you need a save just to settle things down. Just didn't come up with it tonight. Jones made just 8 saves before he was pulled in favor of backup goalie Aaron Dell at the 3:28 mark of the second period when Shea Theodore scored his second goal of the playoffs to make it 5-0 for the Golden Knights. Asked if he thought about taking Jones out to start the second period, DeBoer said, "We haven't played in a week. I didn't want him coming out. He needs some action, and to be honest, he couldn't do much on those goals. That was on us as a group. That wasn't on him. I wanted to give him enough time where he could feel ready for Saturday, but at the same time, not have to stand in there and get embarrassed." Colin Miller and James Neal added third-period goals for Vegas, as the Sharks lost a playoff game by 7 goals for just the second time in franchise history. They lost 9-2 to Calgary in the first round of the 1995 playoffs. The Sharks had chances before the first period ended to at least dent the Golden Knights' lead. But Jones' counterpart, Marc-Andre Fleury, made 17 saves in the opening frame, including 10 on the power play. The Sharks went empty-handed on 4 power play tries in the first 2 periods when they took 6 minor penalties of their own. The biggest one, though, happened early in the third period when Evander Kane was given a 5-minute major and a game misconduct for cross-checking Pierre-Edouard Bellemare in the face. Jonathan Marchessault, 81, for the Vegas Golden Knights celebrates with teammates on the bench after scoring a goal against the Sharks in the first period of Game 1 on Thursday at T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Photo by Christian Peterson. Getty Images. The infraction, coming at the 3:25 mark of the third period, will almost certainly get a second look from the NHL's Department of Player Safety. "I'm not a dirty player. It was just a forecheck that went into a scrum," Kane said. "I just cross-checked him in the arm and unfortunately that rolled up when he extended his arm. There was no intent and I'm glad he wasn't hurt on the play. It's good to see him back on the ice. I don't want to put my team in that situation. We will put this one behind us and look forward to next game." The Sharks had 7 days between games since they knocked out the Ducks on April 18 in a 4-game sweep. Since then the Sharks have tried to strike a balance between resting for the second round and staying fresh. Sharks practiced last Friday, took Saturday off and practiced again Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, all in an effort to try to replicate what they might have experienced had their series with the Ducks had gone longer than 4 games. With the Golden Knights coming off a similar type of break, having wrapped up a 4-game sweep of the Los Angeles Kings on April 17, no one knew how sharp both teams would be in the first few minutes of the first period. "The break, we're not using that as an excuse. We earned that, we wanted it," Sharks captain Joe Pavelski said. "We understand the environment we're in. They're a good home team. Both the Sharks and Golden Knights received stellar performances from their goaltenders in the first round, with Jones allowing just 4 goals total and 2 at even strength for a .970 save percentage. Fleury, with 3 Stanley Cups to his credit, was perhaps even more impressive, with just 3 goals allowed against the Kings, and .977 save percentage. Against the Golden Knights this season, Jones was 1-2 with an .899 save percentage. Despite the mid-90s heat, an amped-up crowd began to assemble outside of T-Mobile Arena more than 2 hours before the start of the first period. The scene carried into the arena as the game neared, and built into a crescendo just before the first puck drop.